So if we think about no disadvantage in terms of waiting lists, for example, let's consider the scenario that, as would happen regularly, that somebody serving is posted to a different area, moving from, say, the Midlands down to the southeast. The family obviously go as well, and let's just think about the possibility that their child has been waiting 18 months for an operation. Because they're new to the area in the southeast, they then go to the bottom of the list. However, the Armed Forces Community Covenant means that actually they should slot in at the same point that they would have been had they lived in that area previously. So in my example, 18 months. So they would jump probably to the top of a waiting list at that point. As the NHS has actually embedded the principles of the Armed Forces Community Covenant into its constitution, that means that actually we can make things work better for patients who are also serving, the families of people who are serving. So in my example of the person moving from the Midlands to the southeast with the child who'd been waiting for 18 months, but because of being posted to a new area, they'd gone to the bottom of the list. There are various things that the patient and the family can do to actually get their child back up into their rightful place on the waiting list. So one of the things that they can do is they can use their family GP to be a conduit on their behalf. They could make an appointment with their GP and explain the situation that they're in, and the fact that the receiving NHS provider down in the southeast has not put their child on the rightful place in the waiting list. And the GP is a very effective way of making the system respond. So that would be the first thing they could do. They could also always, as a family, approach the receiving trust down in the southeast themselves. They could make contact with any name that they have there. Again, just explaining the fact that the NHS has embedded the principles of the Community Covenant in their constitution, and that may well be effective. There is also now a new link for the Army Families Federation with NHS England, and that may also provide another means by which that they can achieve what they need for their child. And finally, if all else fails, then there will be an appeals process by which that family can make an appeal to that NHS trust down in the southeast, just my example about the southeast, and they can then hopefully get their child on their rightful place in the waiting list that way.